Namaste students, my name is JVNS Dr. Neeraj Dholia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jayoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. So in this lecture, we will discuss a practical, that is the blood collection from the given animal. And this is related with the subject medical biotechnology lab. So first of all, the most important aspect of any hematological study or assessment is the quality of the blood, and we can say the quality of the blood sample. So the integrity of the cellular and fluid component can only deteriorate once collected from the circulating blood, and it is the responsibility of the collector to ensure the best quality sample is collected and delivered to the laboratory for the assessments. So most of the time what happens that we collect the sample, but we are not aware about that how to handle the sample, how to maintain the sample, how to store the sample, and the procedure was good or not, or if it have the if it compromise it any stage, it can have degraded samples, it can have the contamination from the environment, and many more things. So what should be the proper things which can be considered when we collect the blood? So what is the blood? It is the sample is usually collected from the venous component of the circulatory system. Okay, but it is not necessary that we can collect the sample from the venous component only. We can also collect it from the arterial blood if required for a specific region. Okay, so for the estimations of specifically for the arterial oxygen tension or other things, we have to take the arterial blood. See, so the vein which is visible or which is accessible, we should take the blood from that particular vein. Okay, so it depends on the size and the anatomy of the species, or we can say the individual to individual. So the other veins which can be considered for the blood collection is the jugular vein, the lateral caudal vein, the cephalic vein, saphenous vein, and the femoral vein. Okay, so these veins can also be utilized for the collection of blood from the animal. So now once we have observed, we have considered the appropriate site for the vein puncture, the first and perhaps the most important factor is obtaining a blood sample is adequate restraint of the animal, the sedation or the general anesthesia of the patient provides the effective restraint. Okay, so this helps the educate or the proper restraint of the animal. So we use the sedatives for that purpose. So the physical restraint, such as the placing the patient in a sac with only the site for the venipuncture, limb or tail, producing or placing the hood on the patient may be adequate in some cases, but the subtle reactive moments, specifically in response to the needle entering the skin, may frustrate effective acupuncture, and the excitement response mediated by the increased catecholamine secretion in the restrained and conscious animal may change the hematological values. So this is uh, good to use the sedatives when you need the blood. So as I told that the conscious animal, if it is in the tension, or if it is in the frustrated condition, so that may change the hematological values, and we don't want that we want the exact sample or the nice sample. So when the patient has been adequately restrained and the vein puncture site has been selected, the vein must be visualized, which can be facilitated by the removal of hair over the vein using either clippers or the scissors. So this is important to remove the hairs from the animal's skin. This makes the veins visualized and makes the process easy. Okay, otherwise, it will be hard to search the vein or to take the blood. So after the removal of the hairs from the skin should be then cleaned using the alcohol solution for the sterilization. Okay, so sterilization is necessary, so it helps that the sample will be non-contaminated from the skin microbes, or it also helps the animal that the animal is not infected with the microbes or present on their skin or from the environment. So once the skin has been cleaned, the collector should avoid touching the immediate area to prevent the contamination of the site. Okay, so once it is sterilized, it should be sterilized further. So you should not touch it, you should not touch the samples with the hands. So the sample collection should be proper in the sanitized condition. So we can take the blood by the retroorbital bleed. Okay, so retroorbital bleed is the vein from it is present nearby the eyeball. Okay, so except the retroorbital bleed, we can take the blood from the tail bleed procedures. Okay, so tail bleed procedures requires the cutting of the tail from the tip, that is the tail snip and tail nick. So that is one of the second method to take the or collect the blood from the animal. And the blood can also be collected from the cardiac position. Cardiac blood collection is known as the cardiac blood collection. Okay, so the blood collection from the heart area. We can also collect the blood from the posterior vena cava, and it's known as the posterior vena cava blood withdrawal. So these are the different sites of the animal from where you can take the blood. In this, we have discussed the sites from of the mice. Okay, so if we have the mice, we can take the blood from the 4 different sites. Okay, so this was all about the blood collection from the animal. So in this, we have studied that how to handle animal, for example, the mice in the lab for the blood collection. You should use the anesthesia so that the procedure will be easy. Okay, and it is also make sure that your blood sample is good. Okay, so uh, the assessment of the blood is depends on, firstly depends on the collection of blood. Okay, if you collected the blood from the non standardized procedures, it may be contaminated, it may have the different hematological values, it may have another issues. Okay, so the procedure should be standard. Okay, and this should be the sample should be taken by the experienced persons. Okay, so in the principle we have understood that the components or there are different areas for the collection of the blood. So in that we have studied the jugular vein, the lateral caudal vein, the cephalic vein, and siphonous vein. Okay, and we studied that the adequate restraint of the animal is required. Okay, and for that we have to use the sedatives, and the animal should not be in the proper conscious condition. Okay, so we have to select the vein which is very much visualized, very much clear. Okay, so for that we have first we have to remove the hairs from the skin of the animal. Then we have to proper sterilize it using the alcohol, and then we have to puncture the vein and collect the blood in the proper manner. And if it is mice, you can take the blood from the retroorbital bleed or the tail bleed procedures, the tail snip and tail nick. Then the cardiac blood collection can be done, and the posterior vena cava blood withdrawal can be done. So this was all about the blood collections from the animal. So hope you are satisfied with this detailed session. If you have any doubt, any query, you can write in the comment box. And this session is powered by Digital Version 2, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Thank you.